Dirty War of Farrago. Heroism is truly not an easy endeavor. It is a dirty, ugly, and deathly achievement. This excerpt from the poem Song of the Mud by Mary Borden is the perfect example of this unsurviving strife. This is the hymn of the mud, the obscene, the filthy, the putrid. The vast liquid grave of our armies. It has drowned our men. Its monstrous, distended belly reeks with the undigested dead. Our men have gone into it, sinking slowly and struggling and slowly disappearing. Our fine men, our brave, strong, young men, our glowing red, shouting, brawny men, slowly, inch by inch, they have gone down into its darkness, its thickness, its silence. Slowly, irresistibly, it drew them down, sucked them down, and they were drowned in the thick, bitter, heaving mud. Now it hides them, oh, so many of them. Under its smooth, glistening surface, it hides them blandly. There is not a trace of them. There is no mark of where they went down. The mute, enormous mouth of the mud has closed over them. Heroism is not just the fighters. It's being a civilian in the consequence of war. Elie Wiesel's memoir, Night, tells of his experiences in the Nazi concentration camps Auschwitz and Buchenwald. This excerpt is only one of them. Never shall I forget that night, that first night in camp that turned my life into one long night 7 times sealed. Never shall I forget that smoke. Never shall I forget the small faces of children whose bodies I saw transformed into smoke under the silent sky. Never shall I forget those flames that consumed my faith forever. Never shall I forget the nocturnal silence that deprived me of all eternity for the desire to live. Never shall I forget those moments that murdered my God and my soul and turned my dreams into ashes. Never shall I forget those things, even were I condemned to live as long as God himself. Never. Being a part of a country complicit in war and loath to act makes you too guilty of their crimes. This excerpt from the song Your Flag Decal by John Prine should serve as a pretty good reminder. Well, I got my window shield so filled with flags I couldn't see, so I ran my car upside a curb right into a tree. By the time they got a doctor down, I was already dead, and I'll never understand why the man standing at the pearly gates said, "But your flag decal won't get you into heaven anymore. We're already overcrowded from your dirty little war. And Jesus don't like killing, no matter what the reason is for. And your flag decal won't get you into heaven anymore." A vast majority of those plunged into war zones have not consented, and those people are often children. The poem To an Iraqi Child by David Krieger tells of a 12-year-old boy whose home was hit by a U.S. missile. He lost his mother, his father, and 11 other relatives in the bombing. Not only that, but he lost limbs. He wanted to become a doctor. So you wanted to be a doctor. It was not likely that your dreams would have come true anyway. We didn't intend for our bombs to find you. They're smart bombs, but they did not know that you wanted to become a doctor. They didn't know anything of your dreams, and they know nothing of love. They only know how to find their targets and explode in fulfillment. We call them smart, but they cannot be trusted with dreams. After all, they are only gray metal casings with violent hearts. They only do what they are created to do. And it isn't their fault that they found you. Perhaps you were not meant to be a doctor. Heroes die too, but they deserve the best death we could possibly give them. This next poem by the Palestinian poet Masabu Abu Toa is titled We Deserve a Better Death. We deserve a better death. Our bodies are disfigured and twisted, embroidered with bullets and shrapnel. Our names are pronounced incorrectly on radio and TV. Our photos are plastered onto the walls of our buildings, grow, fade, and pale. The inscriptions on our gravestone disappeared, covered in the feces of birds and reptiles. No one waters the trees that give shade to our graves. The blazing sun has overwhelmed our rotting bodies. The heroes are the martyrs in Palestine, the people getting pushed off roofs, the schools getting intentionally bombed, the children starving so badly that not even their diapers fit them anymore, the women of Palestine forced to give birth on the rubble, the people whose lives have been utterly destroyed. They are the true heroes. This next poem, Screw Your Craft on Lecture, My People Are Dying by Noor Hindi, tells of this exact tale. Colonizers write about flowers. I tell you about children throwing rocks at Israeli tanks seconds before becoming daisies. I would like to be like those poets who care about the moon. Palestinians don't get to see the moon from jail cells and prisons. It is so beautiful, the moon. They're so beautiful, the flowers. I pick flowers for my dead father when I'm sad. He watches Al Jazeera all day. I wish Jessica would stop texting me Happy Ramadan. I know I'm American because when I walk into a room, something dies. Metaphors about death are for poets who think ghosts care about sound. When I die, I promise to haunt your forever. One day, I will write about the flowers as if I own them.